Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we're going to do a quick sketch of Spider-Man Miles Morales, from made famous by the Spider-Man Spider-Verse movie and published line of published material. So we're going to do one in which he is, I think it's a version that I like best, in which he has his sneakers on. So but when it's Spider-Man, we're talking about a pose that has to have nimbleness attached to it. So we are going to, of course, do that spider-like stance and everything, but we are also going to add some like nice teenage elements to this, which make it stand out slightly different than the conventional Spider-Man. So we have the shoulder set right here. We do have a handful of videos, I believe, which feature, if not Spider-Man as a character, use him as an example for highlighting certain aspects of anatomy, because his poses are all like mostly like contorted, like spider-like contorted. So, and they really help in getting a handle on extreme action poses, extreme postures. And this is, we won't do it like too much out of the box, but yes, it will be somewhat out of the box again. So there we have one arm, two arms, so outstretched. And here what I would like to do is play with some foreshortening as well. So there's one knee raised up, shin and calf area, and one foot right here, the other foot going like that, coming back right there. That's of course the shin and calf. So looks like a person, and of course we're going to, let's bring that up a little bit, grab a pen, marker, pen, and do some honors. So what I would like him to wear is a hooded jacket, and you can see this image in the Spider-Verse posters, like not sure if it's the specific image, but you can see images like these. So if you see, I'm like resting that hood right where his head should be, and then we go back, so just a few shapes, like help do this in a very easy manner. We have to take care of the aspect that Spider-Man has to be quick, nimble in all his different versions. Now the Spider-Verse was a movie that featured or introduced, well, we knew about this in the published material long ago, but we were introduced to the concept on the screens through this particular movie, and which introduced Miles Morales as the, I guess, successor to Peter Parker. So hands, really easy going if you think about it. Now Miles' costume is slightly like more I have to say, like, it's more challenging to draw in the sense that it's all like black and red. It's all black. The costume is black, and but it has the conventional webbing, if I may say. But the webbing is like, whereas you could get away with Spider-Man, like, with the one line webbing, with Miles you have to have red going into those spider webs. So we're just putting a hint of those here. Put in some folds for the hood like that. Hood right there. And we go into the other parts of the anatomy. Now, whereas Miles also has the conventional, like, Spider-Man fatigues, I really loved when he had these on. And we're talking about sneakers. He had like a pair of sneakers on, complete, like, with shoelaces. And at the same time he had these cutout shorts that he wore for his, I guess, for his first run over the rooftops as Spider-Man. By the way, and we have advocated this before, I think I remember advocating it before. And by the way, he has like black leggings here, so over that he put on this, I think it was like denim like shorts, but really cool design to work with. Now, if you have somehow not checked out this movie, I would really recommend you checking it out, because it's very touching. It's funny. It's just like well made, and you will, even if you are a die-hard Parker fan, you will not regret Miles Morales taking over that over the mantle of Spider-Man. Now here, I guess in this particular, when he was wearing this hooded stuff, now there was no webbing on the mask at the time, but it's okay to have this. And then he had this very unconventional, I guess, sprayed on red spider logo. Looks cool. It has this cool aspect about it. And there was, of course, there's this shirt underneath. There's the rim of the hoodie. And that was quick. I think it was quick. Now we will try to incorporate some quick tones in here. Do check it out again, like Spider-Verse, if you have not watched the movie. Let me assure you that it is a good, well, I think that part of it might be a little graphic for certain ages, like kids of certain ages, especially where the part where they show Parker being killed by the a kingpin. So we have just put in some tones here, like just with a marker, and we can just like wrap it up with a, let's see, like with one of the more thicker pens. Let's make sure that the outlines in the sketch are, like, you know, visible. So what this theme of using a very casual costume, like, you know, an everyman's costume on a character like Spider-Man, has been explored before, even with Peter Parker when he was in the driving seat. Actually, I mean, this is, sorry, I should mention that this was one version of Peter Parker. So, you know, when we're talking about a Spider-Verse, we're talking about a Parker existing in a different reality. So, little like confusing as well, but nonetheless entertaining. So just giving it a fatter outline here around those quick marker fill-ins that we put in, and of course how we want to wrap up here. Is up to us. Putting in some cloth folds right there. So an enduring character shown with a different twist, and that's good. It's after all, the classic characters can't keep going on forever. If you have all of these elements in place, and this is like it's like a very quickly put together effort right here, and then we can just go on, put in some light crosshatch here in different components here. For instance, the texture on the thighs and the lower legs can be a little different to the texture on the rest of the body, and you know, that's the way it is like done normally. And we can just put some fills in here. Just going to do a little like lighter tone throughout here. And then running a crosshatch along the flow of those lines. Now if you have your own set of lines going, that's okay. You can like do different flow of crosshatch to achieve your own effects, but there it is, a quickly put together Spider-Man Miles Morales sketch. And I think that for effect, if it's just, you know, quick black and white sketch like this, why not we throw in, you know, a dash of red in there. And there we have it. dash of red. I think it just like, works. Do try it out. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, keep in touch, and have yourself a wonderful day.